let in the participants when they come in the waiting list, and then I can share my screen. Okay. Can you all see it?
Yes.
Very well. So, I'd like to welcome you to our first new Voices Fireside in this Lions here. And thank you for joining us from near and from very far, from Canada. I even saw South Africa again, some other countries. We really are pleased to have you here, even from the US. We, the New Voices team of Europe, is eager to work with you and help you to make this year a successful one. And we all want to forget COVID-19 and move on, but we still have to be careful. And what are we going to talk about today? Actually, we will talk about what's new in 2021, 2022 according to New Voices Europe. And I emphasize on Europe because we do things a little bit different than other areas. I will talk to you about the global membership approach, what it is and how you can use it. And we will talk about the Europa Forum in Thessaloniki, the upcoming Europa Forum, which is in person and virtual. So it's a hybrid forum. Our team, which is Anelia, Zeynep, Carla, Pirko, Eva, and Daniela, and myself, we are very pleased to see you. And these are our pictures. And whenever you need something, just write us an email, and we will come back to you. This year is the year of reconnecting to our relatives, to our friends, to our clubs and club members, to our alliance friends abroad. We have learned now that we can connect in different ways, but it would be nice to be able to hug you again. And let's take our window of opportunities and work hard to reconnect. Actually, what's new in Europe for New Voices? Maybe you heard about it or you didn't, but they have asked me to be the constitutional area chairperson for the Global Action Team in Europe, which is actually a very good thing to combine it with New Voices, which we actually are going to do in Europe. So the focus will be that we will work more closely with the Global Action Team members on every level of the organization, on club level, on district level, on multiple district level, and on area level. Our Carla will be the liaison between the New Voices and the GAT area leaders. As the vice chairperson, she will help me, since I will focus on my new task more than before. So, and the rest of the team will help getting the task done. We need, actually, we have New Voices on area level, which is our team. We have New Voices on multi-district levels in many multi-districts. We have nominated New Voices on district level, because that's the overall program will focus on the nominations, but we also need some new ideas in the clubs. And that is important, because sometimes clubs are struggling with doing the same thing over and over again. So we need some new people coming in, some new ideas and so on. So this is actually an idea to have someone in a club who is maybe new, who is maybe very good in communication, who is maybe very good in social media, and is willing to do more than just being a club member. Communicating is our focus this year, communicating what we do. And storytelling is the key for attracting new members, sponsors, and potential leaders. It's about service from the heart, as our international president's saying. By telling a story, people will feel that it comes from the heart and that it's sincere. They want that feeling. So it's important that we tell our stories. I think, go on to the next slide. The new Voices District Coordinator promotes, like we did it last year, the district initiatives in service, leadership, and membership, and work closely with the GAT district coordinators. We don't do the same things, because the district coordinator of the Global Action Team is in membership, is very busy with the membership activities, and later on you will see with the global membership approach. In service, the district coordinators are very focused on getting a new service activities, reporting our service activities into the system. And the district coordinator of the Global Action Team in leadership is busy with getting trainings into the districts, making sure that anyone who wants to can attend the trainings. The new Voices District Coordinator organizes district events to promote our association outside lines on social media and the press, like we have done last year. And what's new this year is that we asked the new Voices District Coordinators to be responsible to deliver at least one success story to the district governor in cooperation with the Global Action Team. The reason is why we get funding for that. We can have funding for a success story in GAT, and we would like to ask the new Voices to deliver the story, because that's what they do. Okay. Any questions so far, Zeynep?
Not questions, but welcome messages and greetings from different countries.
Thank you. Okay, let me move on to the global membership approach. What is it and how can I use it? As you have probably heard by now, our International Vice President, Brian Sheehan, has introduced the global membership approach. If you have not heard it before, you certainly will. And this is a good place to start. I will try and make it easy to understand. So let's start how it began and why. It actually started in North America. Like in Europe, membership is declining for several years in North America. There are similar issues with aging, male clubs, not enough leaders to turn it around, which lacks in many clubs has club presidents for several years and so on. So we don't get new leaders. On the other hand, the need for volunteers providing service is increasing tremendously. More disasters, more poverty, more people who need us. So let's look at the objectives. Actually, there's only one big objective. It's actually to grow membership. Because if we have more members, we can do more service. If we have more members, we have more potential for leaders. If we have more members, we have better clubs, better functioning clubs. I will mute someone here. Okay. Actually, there are 3 objectives. And these objectives are not new, because every year clubs do just that. So you rejuvenate districts with new clubs, revitalize clubs with new members, and remotivate members with fellowship and exciting service to make sure they stay. That's actually not new. The problem is everyone does it differently, more or less ineffective, and the statistics show that we are not doing well, certainly not in Europe. And of course, there are exceptions. There are very, very successful clubs, but statistically, we decline in clubs, in members. We don't know in service activities because European clubs do not report as much as we would like to, but we will work on that as well. Okay, we have 3 objectives. When we look into the details, we have, it's actually the global membership approach. It's just a process, a tool which will be used by every district next year. And the current vice district governors learn now how to use it. And it's actually very simple. First, you need a team to get it done. Otherwise, without people, we couldn't get it done. The second step is we have to build a vision. We have to make goals in order to achieve them. In step 3, we build a plan, how we achieve the goals. And in step 4, we execute and we adjust. So that's actually the global membership approach in 4 steps. This is more or less district level, but if you look closely, you can use it on every level, because it can be used on club level, but it can also be used in other areas. Let's take a look in step 1, build a team. You remember Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Because of course I can do it myself, but that would not work in a club. As I am a secretary of my club, I can actually tell them what to do, but it will not be adapted by the club members. So we need a team to do it. So what we do, actually, I bring it down to club level. We look in the club, we look at some people who could help us, maybe include a past president or some new lions or members who have new ideas or have a professional background. Some people, 4 or 5 people who are willing to form a team and get into this process. A normal Lions Club. Now we have a team. The next step, yeah, we have done that. When we have the team established, we can build a vision for the club. And the vision for the club is actually, what are we going to do in the next couple of years? What kind of club would we like to be? What do club members expect from their club officers, or the other way around? What are the expectations of being a Lions Club or a Lion? So developing the club's vision is the second step. So we get our heads together and start developing. No, that's not how it works. Because a vision based on what? You can only build a vision if you know your strengths and weaknesses, and so on. So only if we know what's wrong will we change our ways how we do it. And the way how we can know what's wrong is to make a SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Strengths, so my good points as a club. What are our strengths as a club? Our weaknesses, what is not so working well, and so on. Opportunities. Opportunities are always outside our control. Like there is something in the community happening, but it's not our control, but it's impacting us. Threats, the same thing. It's outside our control, like COVID. COVID is a threat to us all, to our club. We cannot help it, but it impacts us in the way we work. Here you see the SWOT analysis. What we are going to do now is make an exercise. I'll do an exercise with you. We will make a quadrant for ourselves and make a SWOT analysis of ourselves. How would you like to do that? Actually, what you do is take a piece of paper, just a piece of paper. Got it? Yeah. You draw a vertical line and you draw a horizontal line on that piece of paper. Just do it. Give me a thumbs up when you have it. Great. Then you draw the letters S from strengths in the left corner, W from weaknesses in the right corner, the O for opportunities in the left, in the left corner, down left corner, and the T of threats in the right corner. Now you have your SWOT form. Okay, got it? Easy, huh? So what I would like you to do is, in the strengths quadrant, describe your current level of skills, experience, your lines knowledge, and your personal strengths. Just a few, not a whole long list, just a few. In the weaknesses side, what skills and knowledge are you lacking? And what kind of knowledge do you find missing by yourself? Okay, that's the weaknesses. In the down left corner, the opportunities. What could be useful in your role as new voice provided by LCI, the multiple district, or the district? And in the right down corner are the threats. What kind of obstacles do you experience in your journey to fulfill the role of new voice in your district or in your multiple district? Okay, I'll give you 10 minutes to do it. Okay, I'll set the timer and I'll leave you doing it. Left. 1 minute to go. Okay. I saw some nice entries in the chat. Zeynep, can you give us some of the remarks I've seen?
Sure. Some of the analysis information came from the GMT District 108, line Franco. And for the strengths, was mentioned being an active members and participants in training. For weaknesses, turnover of members who leave the club after 2 years. COVID and quarantine threats can affect face-to-face encounters. For opportunities, GMA all over the district, pride belongs to LCI, if I'm reading correctly. There was one entry from New Voices coordinator from Turkey, 118K. For strengths, she shared high communication ability, persuasion ability, weaknesses using technology, threats. So difficult to tell the power of New Voices. Opportunities, being a world person, friends all over the world, having communication abroad.
Okay.
Those are the ones that I could follow.
Okay, thank you, Zeynep. Anyone who wants to share something very special?
I see Olga Pavlidio. She was sharing in the chat. Maybe she could share.
Olga, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
You really, it was, there are so many. There are so many. Of course, there are strengths, the teamwork. I feel that I'm belonging to New Voice teamwork. And I feel this by heart, by my heart. And thank you all for this. And also, you gave us the opportunity to meet people from other countries, and that is very nice because we share thoughts and ideas, and that is, I think that is what is all about Lions.
Absolutely.
To share all together, to be all together. Now, so I believe that strengths and opportunities is somehow the same in a way. Weaknesses, well, we need these firesides, and we need more talking, I think, and we need the leadership seminars. So if one of us here or wherever else to start go further, to go a little bit further.
Okay.
Now, what about threats? Threats, I think that the other lady, I don't recall the name, she said many threats. Well, I want to add to this weakness that sometimes, although a person may need to to help more. There are barriers, and especially if they're women, because as you know, in decision-making positions, women are not so many. So it's what I find as weaknesses and as opportunities and strengths and threats.
Okay. Thank you very much, Olga. Thank you. I want to emphasize that strengths and weaknesses are internal, which you can control. And opportunities and threats are external, which you cannot control, but which will impact you. That's a very, very important difference between.
Yes. May I say something else? In this case, opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. New Voice gives you, and LCI and LCI and New Voice gives you many opportunities. Yes, I know this by heart.
Okay.
And thank you.
Thank you very much, Olga. And we all come to you next month. You know that.
I'll be there. I'll be in Thessaloniki too.
We know. Okay. Anything else? Yes.
There are a few raised hands who want to share personally. I've seen 2 or 3 raised hands. I've seen PC, Nudeprogan, and our friends from Romania and South Africa. And there are some also entries in the chat, but I've seen, I think, 3 hands raised.
Okay. Who would like to be first? Yes, Kayla?
I'll be first, not a problem. Actually, I really enjoy. Normally, when I'm a facilitator or a trainer, I'm making other people do this and I'm trying to help them think. But for once, I had to sit down and think about myself. And I think this is a very valuable exercise to do. And in my training, I'm actually going to do this so that individuals know their own strengths and weaknesses. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, Ruxandra.
Hello, everyone. Greetings
Hello.
from Romania. I found this exercise really interesting because it made me reflect a little about myself. So for the strengths, I've noted that my Lions knowledge is pretty good, and I have experience for about 2 years or something, because I used to be a Leo for another 2 years before that. And I think that I'm a determined and passionate person, speaking of Lions stuff.
Okay.
And about the weaknesses, I think I'm lacking in training skills because I've never took a training.
Okay.
I'd like to know, I'm being a zone chairperson as well this year. So I think that is really important to understand what is the problem in my clubs. So I think I should work on that. The opportunities, I think that workshop for the new voices would be interesting. Maybe for the ones that have to coordinate the committees in each district or multiple district, so that we know how to share the information better and help the nominees understand their role.
Okay.
And I think that would be amazing for me, it would be amazing.
Okay.
And the threats, I consider a threat that people in my district don't really know about the New Voices initiative. I'm trying as hard as I can to explain and post as much as I can, but they were not properly informed in the past, and it shows. So I guess this is a threat for not being recognized as initiative.
Okay, so we can work on that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We have two other hands, and I have just look at the time. Just a short Pilar, and after that, Nilufer. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, hello. I'm Pilar from Spain, from southern
Okay.
Spain, from Malaga. I have just been incorporated into New Voices this week, so it's
Oh,
pretty new for me.
congratulations.
Thanks. I will be the coordinator here in New Voices. I'm very, very excited to do this. I have been in Lions for 3 years here in Malaga. I've been knowing Lions since I was living in Canada a very long time ago. And that's why I talk English. And I'm really, really excited. And we're starting this New Voices here. And we're the 5 of us are really very happy to make this team work here in Spain and try to expand it. Here in Malaga, our club is quite big. We have 120 members, which here in Spain is quite big. We have several prizes, and well, the strengths now that we and the club have, the New Voices here, is that we're starting to get well known here, and that's great. Tomorrow we are in a town in northern Spain, and we're going to do a little bit of initiative and New Voices there. We're going to start there because we're going to meet a lot of Lions, a lot of clubs of Lions there of all Spain. And we're going to start in the train going there. We're going to start to do sort of initiative for them to know New Voices.
Okay, Pilar, if you
wait.
need help,
Yes.
just contact Carla. She's your counterpart in our team and looks after Spain. So
Okay,
it's
great.
good to get together, the two of you, and discuss the further detail. I would like to give the opportunity to Nilufer as well.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
then we
Thank
go on. Thank you very much, Pilar.
Hello.
Hello,
In
Nilufer.
in my 25 years of Lions membership experience, the most important weakness we have is a lack of enthusiasm by younger generation to serve as a Lion. In my country, I experienced this. The young people always ask this question. I'm giving to Lions Club my time, my money. What do you give me in return?
Exactly.
That's why we gain members, good members, but we lose them very quickly. That's why we have to concentrate on retention, member retention, and member, not I would say success, but
Happiness.
contentment and happiness, and happiness.
Exactly.
Now that I am MD GMT coordinator, I should work on membership. Then that's why I joined your Zoom.
Evening.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nilufer. And I can say that we have a lot to offer also for young people. If you look at our training opportunities online and in person, they can attend these trainings as well. But we have so much more, and I think that is a good topic for one of the firesides. Is what can we give back to our members? They give us time and money. What do they get in return? It's a very good topic, and I will keep it in my mind that we can discuss that. Thank you very much for that. I hope you enjoyed the experience. As so far I heard and saw in the chat that it sometimes it is very useful to sit down and think about yourself in strengths and weaknesses, especially. But you can imagine with a team, you can, 10 minutes is not enough. With a team, certainly when you are talking about your club, sometimes you need more than one meeting to really discover your strengths and your weaknesses, your opportunities and your threats. And that's exactly what we are doing in the global membership approach by getting the team together and work on these SWOT analysis a couple of times before we're going to build the plan. Because after the SWOT analysis, we can make we can develop goals actually and a vision how we would like to plan the future. Let me see, no. So this was the second step, and then you have your goals, like, and I would suggest make the goals smart and make people responsible and accountability and ask for accountability. If they take on a responsibility, they are responsible, which means it's not just I do it because I like to, I like the position or I like the name, but if I take the responsibility, I have to do it. Then step 3 is actually make a plan step by step how to achieve the goals. And that's a very important step, because only with small steps you will achieve your goal. If you make the steps too big, it's a huge barrier. If you make your steps very small, you will succeed. Step 4 is actually executing the plan and maintain the accountability. And sometimes you have to adjust the plan. But the magic word here is why we do it is because we focus. And if you focus, you have a good chance of success. If we do everything, we do nothing very well. But if we do one thing very well, we can do another thing very well. So it's focusing is the magic word. In Europe, we have 16 pilot districts at the moment, which is actually divided through the areas we have in Europe. And even if your district is not there, this was made a selection out of many, because many wanted to be a pilot district. But these are the pilot districts at the moment. And the GAT team is driving these pilots. And I'm very glad that past international director Robert Redby was willing to take the lead in this pilot process. Okay. Any questions so far about the global membership approach?
Be ideal. There's one
Yes.
question in the chat box. It might not be the time, but Monica Gimeres asked, can you share an example of how a plan can look like?
I don't have it in a PowerPoint, but I can send it to you because we have examples of plans from the pilot district. So I can send it to you. So if you give me your email address, I will make sure that you will get it. And if maybe it's wise, Zeynep, if we send it to all the participants, if you want to know how a plan looks like, then I will send it to you to all the participants who are here. Will have an email with an attachment. Okay? Yeah, thumbs up. Okay, good.
And maybe we can ask them to send an email to our New Voices Gmail. If EPDG and Elia could share the our email.
Yes.
I'm recording the ones in the chat box, but for the other ones as well.
Okay, we have the email addresses, Anelia. We do. Yes. Okay. Thank you for your excellent contributions, your questions. So let's reconnect because we are going, in 2 weeks, we are going to Greece. We will have this experience of New Voices in one room again. And I hope some of you will be there. But we also will continue. We also will continue to do it in virtually, because it's a success formula, as you already said. It's a way of connecting people together, or in a easy way. Your own chair. You can chat with other like-minded people. So we will continue to do these virtual firesides for New Voices. So we do both in this coming year. But I am really, really looking forward to do it this way, because we have done it the whole year, we have done it virtually. And so what we are going to do in Greece, actually we have 2 New Voices events during the Europa Forum in Thessaloniki. First, it's our New Voices Symposium on October 7, and at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the Vergina room. And this symposium will be about connection, will be about fun, friendship, and stories. That's what in the symposium will take place. And part of our team is there. So if you are there, just come and look for us. And the second event is the traditional New Voices workshop, which is this year all about diversity in your club. And the workshop will be held by our German friends. And Jutta is here. She's still here?
Yes,
Jutta,
I'm here. Yes, I'm
are you
here.
still here? Okay. Would you like to say some words?
Yes, we want to do it. It's a diversity, and we want to speak about diversity in people we don't see, we don't look, and we don't invite to our clubs. And it's like a World Cafe. So we only give you some inputs, and then you have to speak, and you can talk about your experience and what is doing in your club or in your districts.
Okay, thank you, Jutta. It's really a workshop.
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you. So these are the 2 main events at the Europa Forum. And we have a New Voices booth together with the Global Action Team booth, central in the Grand Palace Hotel. Actually, it's the central meeting point just between Croatia and Austria, because they are the next Europa Forum venues, and they are always providing us with chocolates or nice things to eat and to drink. So when you be there, meet us there. We will be there. Be aware that you can only attend the Europa Forum if you are vaccinated, and you can prove it. It's very important to realize that. But the other good news is that many sessions will be hybrid, and even when you stay at home, you can attend. So make sure that you are registered, and I think for just a little bit of money, you can register and attend some of the sessions safely if you are not vaccinated. Okay, which brings me to our last item for today. That's the gift of service from the heart. And I would like to bring it to your attention because it's initiated from our Indian friends, and they wanted to give our international president, Douglas Alexander, a present from the heart, a present, a birthday present, and which means that we have to make as much stories as we can about service activities between October 10 and October 18. So if you have a good story, report it in my line, and it will be, use the hashtags AP for VP or AP Service Challenge, and then they can we can offer it to our international president. So make sure that we are the new voices. We can do that, and I'm sure you will be inspired to do it from today's fireside. Okay, which brings me almost to the end of this short hour. Actually, it's very, time flies when you're having fun. Zeynep, are there any loose ends?
Not questions, but there have been some requests for the slides of this session.
Okay.
We've shared that the recording will be available, but some of our participants have requested the plan as well as the slides of this session.
Okay, no problem. We can provide that. Okay.
Thank you.
So we send it all together.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have no further questions, which brings me to the conclusion. I hope you enjoyed it. I would like to thank you all, my friends, for your participation. You are awesome, but I knew that. And I hope we see you next time. We'll be in after the Europa Forum, but we will communicate it on time. And we will have more speakers next time or breakout rooms. We will see what we can do. What I would like to say is, if we meet in person in Thessaloniki, I look forward to. If we do not, I look forward to see you next time virtually. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye to everybody.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you in Thessaloniki.
See you there.
Thessaloniki.
See you.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you.